So you remember when Steam made that announcement back in November of 2025 that they're actually was releasing a brand new Steam console that's actually going to be priced somewhere close to a PC, well, in between a PC and a gaming console? Well, we just got the news that we all kind of expected, because we knew that the price of that console was going to be somewhere between $800 to about $1,100. Now, since what actually happened with the news regarding this console release that was supposed to happen sometime earlier in the beginning of this year, March, April, May, they now got it delayed. So let's kind of take a look and kind of see what happened, what they're saying in regards of this delay, to kind of see if we can kind of figure out what actually went wrong and why it was actually delayed. I mean, I already kind of have a good reason as far as why it was delayed, but let's kind of dive right into it. When we announced these products in November, we planned on being able to share specific pricing and launch dates by now. But the memory and storage shortages you've likely heard about across the industry have rapidly increased since then. Valve said on the Steam hardware blog, the limited availability and growing prices of these critical components mean we must revisit our same exact shipping schedule and pricing, especially around Steam Machine and Steam Frame. Still, the company says that it plans to ship all three products to Steam Machine, Steam Frame, and Steam Controller during the first half of the year. However, it also said that it is being mindful of how quickly the circumstances around both of those things can change. The current memory shortage, driven by AI data centers, massive demand for HBM, is pushing many PC makers to the edge, with both manufacturers and system integrators announcing price hikes to deal with the situation. So, I made a video about this maybe some time ago, a few weeks to a month ago. We talked about the increase in the RAM prices. We also talked about the increase in GPU prices, and now, well, it was also going on back in, but there's also increase in the storage prices as well. And so essentially, when you have those three major components increasing in prices, that kind of reflects your price of the console to be increased to kind of be able to appeal to consumer demand. When the console is priced out way too high out of an ordinary console of what it's typically supposed to be priced at, or a PC in a way, as a business, you start to reconsider if it's actually worth dropping at that particular time due to the price fluctuation of what the price is actually supposed to be marketed as. In other words, they're essentially saying if we drop this console right now, almost no one is going to buy this particular console. Why? Because it's too goddamn expensive. That's essentially what they're saying. So in order to kind of prevent that from happening, let's kind of give it a few months to a year, wait till the supply kind of goes up in a way, we get a little bit more supply, the prices kind of come down, then we can actually drop the console within reasonable price frame. But the downfall of that is if you decide to wait a little bit longer to drop your console, maybe toward the end of the year or starting next year, at that point you're also going to be competing with Xbox, the new Xbox, and the new PlayStation as well. So they kind of have a decision to make. Either you drop the console just as you admitted the first half of 2026, or possibly later this year of 2026, and kind of get a head start on beating out PlayStation and Xbox. But downside, your price of the console will be too expensive for the average consumer to actually purchase, or you drop your console next year when the prices actually kind of drop down, and then at that point you're competing with some of the big dogs, which is essentially Xbox and the new PlayStation. So Steam or Valve has a decision to make. Let me know what you guys think. I did a video where I actually discussed the new Steam console, the new Steam specs that it's supposed to have, and also the kind of ideal pricing that it was supposed to be typically launching as well. If you guys want more information on that video, feel free to click this video above. Also, if you guys enjoyed the content, feel free to subscribe, like, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below as well. Curious to know you guys' inputs on that. But that's all I got for you guys with this video. Until next time, peace.